Hi, welcome to Vlogmas Day 15. I haven't vlogged yet today.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Vlogmas.
I don't have anything to say, that's why I haven't vlogged.
You have news.
I do?
Yeah, you talked to your boss today.
Oh yeah, they're adding me to another school next semester, which I figured would happen. And it's gonna be a high school, which I'm excited and nervous about. Oh, other news, our spare room.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna turn it into like a home gym, sort of. We're gonna like totally redo it and paint it and do the floors, and I think it's gonna be cool, don't you?
Yes, go show them.
Okay.
There used to be a big old drum set in there that took up the whole room, but it never played.
True. Bum ba da ba. Pretty good. But we'll rip up this carpet, we'll paint this wall. I think we're gonna buy a big mirror and like put a big mirror, have it like really be a home gym, and then we'll do like some vinyl flooring and then like buy some mats and stuff. And yeah, and then use this shelving. We're gonna organize everything and use that for like weights and stuff. Keep the fan in here, mount a TV. I think it'll be pretty cool. I gotta go through a couple of these boxes and stuff, and we're gonna have to take everything out in order to rip the carpet up, but still, I think that'll be, Alex says he thinks it'll be pretty easy and fun. So we're gonna do that like next week, which is cool. Okay, back to work. I have a kid in like 10 minutes. Little lesson planning for you. I have these winter language multiple meaning words, and holy cow, this is really tricky for a lot of students, especially because I have all my students are English language learners, and especially ones like bowl. He was like, oh, like bull, you know, bull like a boy cow, or like a bison, and I was like, oh. And then like Bill, he again would be like Bill, bowl, ball. Like these three were all really confusing. Bowl, Bill, ball. So this is a good activity. It was really hard and fun. I have a question for you based on this assignment with this kid. So it's multiple meaning words. So like what, you know, easy one. What are two different meanings for the word bark?
Oh, I heard that one when I was peeing.
What's your answer?
Dog bark and bark on a tree.
Great. What? This is one that I couldn't.
That's it. I'm good.
No.
100%.
Here's one that I couldn't answer, and I just was kind of like, okay, bye, see you after break. What is two? Because all I could think of is like an idiom, which is not what we were doing. What are two different meanings for ball, other than testicles? What are two appropriate meanings for ball?
An actual ball or an event like a gala.
That's what it is. Thank you.
Nuts.
Or your testicles. Well, I kept thinking of like, we're having a ball, but I was like, that's not what it's asking. That would be an idiom. So you're right. It's like a gala, like a ball.
Well, if you
like
say
the princess
you're
went to the
having a
ball.
You're referencing that, so it's not an idiom. It would make more sense if
What?
you said we're having a ball and you're talking about a baseball. And you're like, yes, that's an expression where Americans love baseball, and that's why we say we're having.
Well, I don't know what I thought it meant. I'd never even considered the fact that you're saying like,
We're having
how
a
was
ball.
it? We're having a
party.
ball.
Yeah, that's not it.
My mind.
That's literal.
It's not literal.
Well, you know what I mean.
Cause like
what
right.
I'm meaning is party.
Because like right now we're having a ball. Are we not?
Yes, we are. We are having a gala,
having
just
a
like
party.
we do every day.
This is so embarrassing.
Wah.
Wow.
Did you show him the room?
Yeah, you want, but you should talk about what your plan is if you want.
And your plan.
Oh, okay.
Look at all these hangers. I'm so excited to get rid of them. I already threw away a bunch. I don't know about a bunch.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the room.
I feel like I've actually filmed this room 3 times, and they're gonna be like, "We get it, you guys. You've got a big spare
But I
room."
didn't. Well, not even big. This used to be the
No,
room
it's
that we're
actually
like
small.
kind of ashamed of, I feel, originally. We were like, that's the room
Well,
where we
this
put all the
carpet-
crap, and it has this carpet, and it kind of smelled weird
It
when we
used
first
to
moved
stink
in.
really bad. Like, I'm pretty sure the people who used to live here.
There we go.
I'm pretty sure the people who used to live here. Well, I know it because we saw it. They had
Just
a
took
baby
fat
gate.
dumps
No.
in this room.
No, they had a baby gate in the door going into the rest of the house from the laundry room.
And they would just
I think
have
they
a
kept the
daycare
dogs.
of 20 children.
No, I just think they kept the dogs in this room and the laundry room all day long.
Yeah.
And so this carpet just stunk like dogs. And they tried to hide it by putting in a
Which worked.
diffuser thingy.
Whenever we
It worked when we came in and toured
we
the
came
house.
in and we're like, wow. And then when we were here moving in, we're like, God, this room smells awful.
Because this is the only room with carpet, so this is like, and I was with my sister-in-law Amanda and her sons, and we had like put all the boxes into the kitchen and living room, so there was like no place to sit and eat, and we'd all gotten food, so we all sat in here, and all of us were like, well, the kids didn't care, but Amanda and I were like, ugh, and that's like when we realized, we were like, it stinks so bad, but it doesn't
stinky
anymore.
dogs on the carpet.
Oh, Spunky. Are you a good girl? Spunky!
So anyway, we had the drum set in here because I had lofty goals of finally figuring out how to map my electronic pads to Ableton and become a hybrid acoustic electric drummer, which didn't happen mainly due to my lack of motivation, but also because the computer rig is in the office.
Yeah.
And my plan was, oh, well, I have a work laptop now, and I want to use my work laptop, but if I want to remote in, which started in February,
Yeah.
then I had to leave my work laptop at home. So, I'm just accepting that my priority now is not to have the drum set up, it's to have a workout room.
Yeah.
And that sounds fair to Katie as well.
Heck yeah. And with a little corner
Yeah.
for my guitars. Because I play those
She'll
pretty
be
regularly.
good at electric, and I've thought about maybe trying to learn bass.
And I have my acoustic in there too.
But anyway, I pretty okay organization we have
This still
in
makes
here.
sense to be in a workout room, so we could just put it there or something.
Yeah, I'm working out so that I can be the Punisher
We can
and
put it up there.
kill some people. Oh yeah, if the TV's not going there, that makes sense.
No, yeah, because the mirrors and the TV will both go here. Because then you have the mirror, and you're doing like you're dancing, and it's up on the TV. Or you're like pumping some iron. But you gotta watch your TV and watch your form. Spunky! Whoa!
They're kind of loving this room now, especially her. We used to not really even let them in here because it was so full of junk. And then did you tell them the full plan?
I don't know.
The remodel plan?
Yeah, we're ripping out the carpet, painting,
Yup. Ripping up the carpet, painting.
putting a mirror wall.
Doing flooring ourselves. We're gonna visit
That's
Home
Alex's
Depot
birthday
today.
present. Working really hard next week.
Kinda.
Kinda. But then
Need
you have a
something to
dope
do.
new room. You'll be really... this room will be like my newest used room in the house.
Your what? My newest used room in the house. What did you say? I want subtitles again. I want you to play that scene again right now with subtitles.
My new most used room in the house. What?
It's still the bedroom, dude. You're in there for like 8 hours every day. Duh. Speaking of which, are we doing that soon? We're gonna go to Home Depot, look at flooring, and then we're probably gonna put rubber mats over top, and like nice rubber mats. Alright. Is that our only update? Is there any more? What's up, dog? Oh, I gotta go shovel.
What's up, doggy?
That'll be fun. We'll show, you wanna do some before and after shovel? You know, to help motivate the kids.
Sure. Do it.
This is the area that I hate shoveling, but that's the most necessary because it all gets packed down. So I'm gonna do from here, boop, 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 boop.
And here. Boop. And on to the back.
This is a little, it's less impressive because this is packed down so much. But hey, if you're feeling unmotivated to go shovel, it's easy. It only takes like 10 minutes. And your dog will probably keep you company the whole time. Wow. Good girl.
Here is my makeup for the day, in case you wanted to see it. I just wanted to do something that felt like warm. I guess I should have shown you because I actually kind of like how it turned out. And it's cute with my Sonic Youth sweatshirt. I don't know, I just wanted to feel like warm and glowy and kind of Christmassy. I'm a little bit like sparkly. I'm using like a Christmas palette from Too Faced. I guess I can go look. I'll just point out to what I used. I used this palette from Too Faced. What colors did I use? I used Cinemagic and Nooks and Cranberries, and then a little bit of Snowflake. This NYX Intense Tres Leches is what I used for my lips. And then I used this NARS Orgasm blush stick. You can use it for lips or cheeks or eyeshadow.
You're putting what on your mouth?
I knew he was gonna say something. And then I used my normal Laguna bronzer that I always use, and I used my all-time favorite foundation, and it's the Rimmel Wake Me Up. But last time I checked, you can't freaking get it in the US anymore. So last time I was in England, I bought like 7 of them, and now I don't even know where they are. I bet they're at my parents' house. And now they're all gonna be like expired and stuff. But that one's expired, and I still think it turned out pretty, but and then my Clinique eyeliner and my Better Than Sex mascara. Yeah, so that's what I did. That's what I look like.
Like you wouldn't lie.
She's
to me,
like,
would you?
Papa is being mean. Alex is tricking them. He goes, all right, you ready to go to bed? You ready to go watch turn off Magic Box? They're like, I know that they're teasing us.
You ready for bed? It's time for bed.
Look how good they're being.
We go to bed. Good night.
They know, they're too smart.
You're way too smart.
They're like,
you both have beanies on and you're warm.
I know, they're like, Papa, that does not make any sense. I'm wearing my new Neat Dude beanie. It's like 30 degrees outside. I'm gonna have to put on a full-on coat. I was not expecting that. I was like, oh, it'll be fine. No, it won't. I for sure need to put a coat on. Come here. The puppies love the snow. We're taking them out in the daytime for once. I thought I'd show us in our little Neat Dude beanies. Papa, papa.
Neat Dude.
Look at us. Neat Dude.
Friggin' neat, dude.
Oh, look, we're cute. That's our Christmas card. Tea. I'll let you tell what just happened.
So if you heard screaming in the last, take that we did, because I kept being like, what is that sound? So the lady, full on screaming at the top of her lungs, which I will say, in the area we live, it's usually not a woman, but like a kid will scream maybe once, and we're like, okay, they're probably playing.
Yeah.
But this was repeated and like felt like it was from an older person, like an adult. It was an adult. But normally it's just like some kid making racket. Anyway, so after like 3-4 screams maybe, then like,
yeah.
maybe
and
you should check that out.
Like, get off me, get off me.
Yeah.
Get away, get away.
So, ominous, right?
Well, yeah, and we live in a scary enough neighborhood. Like, not during this time of day, but like at night.
If this was at night, I don't know that we would have done anything.
No.
We would have been like, we're going that way.
I would have called, at night, I probably would have run home and called the police.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, we heard this type of screaming at this cross streets, and let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah. But, so we leashed the dogs, and I'm like, all right, Kitty, you stay here with the dogs leashed, and I'll go check it out. And it was a lady who had her dog. Which, what kind of dog is?
A Bernese Mountain Dog.
It was kind of like that, but probably mixed, like not a purebred. They're having troubles. That doesn't sound right. Man, we should come to the park at this time more often. Interesting stuff happens. That car is just like putting along. So she's walking her big dog, or that's what she was doing. She was inside a fenced-in front yard when I saw it, and there was just a German Shepherd on the outside perched up on the fence. It really, like, having been through the situation now, I'm like, man, I think this German Shepherd probably was pretty friendly.
Yeah.
But, you know, so they got into a fight. So
But
some loose
we
dog
have
that got
German
out.
Shepherd. German Shepherds are scary.
Which is
like,
why. Like, I see him and I'm like, oh,
and
you just need me to go, oh, hey, dude.
And we used to have a very aggressive German Shepherd.
Yeah.
So no judgment.
We
like
know what a scary German Shepherd looks like.
Yes.
So if you're afraid of that, yeah, no judgment. Anyway, so she ended up being okay. Pretty sure her dog's okay. And then several of the neighbors came out and were like, oh, that's not our dog, it's their dog.
Yeah.
I don't think they're home, but he's gotten out a couple times. And he was super friendly with them. Like, immediately rolls over,
like,
she's scratching his belly. And they were really friendly, both the people.
Yeah,
that guy and the lady.
Sometimes I'll do this thing where we're trying to go somewhere.
Why do you have me in the shot? It's only gonna be me frowning.
Alright. I'll do this thing where, you know, we're trying to get out the door and go somewhere, and we'll both just kind of be standing there, and then Alex will be like, what was it that you said?
I'm like, are we going? Let's go.
And I say, yeah, I'm waiting on you, but he can tell that I'm actively going back inside the house to go do something. He goes, what do you mean? No, you're not. He's like, I can tell. I see that you're going back inside to go get something else.
But she like won't go do the thing unless I prodded her. We're like both standing in the doorway. I'm like, okay, I'm on my way out to the back door, and she's facing the other way. Not on her way out the back door, but just like, all right, are we going? Yeah, I'm waiting on you. And then she goes into her bedroom to go get something.
It's funny. I don't do it on purpose. It's because I genuinely think I'm waiting on you. But I'm kind of going through my list in my head of like, what do I still need, you know? Do I need something?
There was a crazy bad accident the other day.
Really?
Right there, and I almost got hit. Yeah, like someone blew through the stoplight and hit someone going this way. And they hit them so hard that their car spun out, and the car almost spun out and smashed into the hood.
Oh, that's so scary.
I audibly gasped.
I believe you.
Oof. If you know anything about me,
that doesn't happen.
Not an audible gasper.
Not like me. I have a great idea. I love this song. My shoes are so comfy. I saw
need air.
Yeah. I love the sweet taste of the breath. What? Okay, bye.
What's up, nerds? We got back from our Home Depot and Walmart run. I was gonna film in Home Depot just for our process of like brainstorming, improving our spare room, and like picking floor types. But they were playing Christmas music, and I know 100% that if that was in Katie's YouTube video, that it would get copyright struck. So hopefully she's gonna give you a little picture montage that we have. So we got a little sample. We think we know what kind of flooring we're gonna put in there. Katie was super anti-wood looking flooring, and she thought getting anything close to this would be weird, because this is actual hardwood, and then if we had like oak vinyl, that would probably be strange. But I don't know why she was opposed to like vinyl hardwood. I think vinyl hardwood looks really good. But she was anti. So we're gonna do something that looks almost more like tile or marble. Almost like bigger subway tile, but it's still vinyl. But it doesn't look like wood. And then I went ahead and bought our rubber mat testers. So I grew up with plenty of foam mats because of Sunday school and church, and my mom used to run a daycare, and also my parents used to kind of be into like working out at home. Maybe they still are. Maybe they didn't like that I said used to. But we had like flimsy like playroom mats, like great for kids, probably not great for working out, and like, you know, full-bodied adults. So we're going with we're going with like pretty high impact thick rubber. I'm excited about it. It's got this speckled blue, looks pretty cool. However, I'm pretty sure a box of that had 6 tiles, and I think it's like, it's between $40 and $60. I know that I scratched my head, and I think my beanie is gonna be crazy. Yeah. I know that that's a big window. I kept the receipt so that I would remember, and we're thinking we're gonna shoot. I hit a button. Sorry, Katie. I have no idea what I did. It was just like, transfer, busy, blah, blah, blah. So, we're gonna shoot for an 8x8 little block in this room. So I think I'll buy 3 more packs of this and have 4 total, and have 4 times 6, 24 squares. And fill up the room with what we have there. Because we don't want to fill up the whole room, because you don't even need that. Like, you don't need it to go all the way to the trim, the baseboards. But you want it to fill up a lot of the room. I'm getting pretty excited about this. I have really kind of despised this room. Like, during the home buying process, it was like, we had vision of like, oh, maybe we'll turn this into a half bath, and then we'll have a 3-bed, 2-bath, and then we'll sell that, and it'll go for a bunch. But we have too much crap. I'm pretty sure that's how every homeowner feels. You just accumulate stuff, and you're like, but I still need this, just not right now. Anyway, our grocery run was successful. Finally got some ice melt. What else? Oh, we left the dogs inside. So, honestly, we haven't, in a long time, I don't think we've left the dogs alone. Like, one of us is always home. Like, if I have to go to work, or usually I'm the one who runs errands, then Katie's here with the dogs, and so they never freak out. Where before, like kind of when we first got them, we had to crate them in the beginning for like 8 hours a day, which for Honey, that's like a really big deal, and I felt bad every time. But we've left them out progressively longer and longer when we go run errands. So I was like, all right, we're gonna go grocery shopping. We'll be gone for like 2.5 hours. Let's leave the dogs out and see what happens. And they were angels. We came home. The house was fine. Hello, little angel. I think part of it is that we took them out today. Where normally, you know, if you don't exercise them, or if they don't like have dinner or something, then they're gonna get mad at you for leaving them. Whereas they have been exercised and they did a great job. I guess that's it. That's my only update. We didn't get any fun groceries. Oh, we did get a fun grocery. For White Elephant, I found this. I was like, Katie, let's find something that's like close to $1 to include in White Elephant. So whoever's getting my White Elephant, if any of my family is watching, they know what they're gonna get. Jeez, it's already snuck its way. Did you even know that this was a thing? Spam singles? I saw cans of Spam and I'm like, that would be funny. Not everyone in my family loves Spam. And then we saw this. What's even in here? Spam singles aren't a thing. This is not sliced ham. You can't do this. This is like what they're gonna send into space for the astronauts. This is what I would request as an astronaut. Freeze-dried ice cream and single Spam. We also did a good deed. So we've been spying on our neighbors. I think we mentioned this in VLOGMAS. So there's neighbors across the street and 2 houses down. Sorry, I was pointing and across the street and 2 houses down. They look like a cute couple, and we've seen them like walking their dog before, but we've never said hello to them. And we've noticed that they've had a baby. So we're gonna make our Christmas introduction with some of these. Some diapers. Dominique, since we know you're watching now, you gave us advice before when we had to buy diapers for someone in my office, but I forgot most of that, I think. And Katie said just pick the one that they need the most of. So I, from memory, picked size 4, because I'm pretty sure that's what you said, but I also don't remember. So I'm sorry if that's wrong. But we're pretty sure they had a baby like within the last 6 months, I think. So hopefully size 4 works for 6 month plus. You know, even if they use it 6 months from now, at least they have a package of diapers. Anyway, so we also got wrapping paper, and I'm gonna wrap those diapies and the present from my boss and my white elephant gift. Hey, what's up, you guys? 3 things. Katie's in her acting class, and we both like to drink on her acting class days. So she's in there tipsy, and I'm wrapping presents tipsy. It's a grand old time. 2, this rubber mat purchase was an accidental, absolutely perfect wrapping place. Perfect amount of mat. That little strip right there has weight, so you can just slap that on top of the wrapping paper. And it turned out great. It was awesome. This is totally going to be a little wrap room. Wrap room, word, what up, what up? And 3, I finished wrapping all the presents. We have, presents under the tree. Wow. Christmas. It's Christmas. Be excited. It's Christmas. Buddy Boy belongs to my boss, Kirk Tiley, because on Tuesdays and Thursdays when we have our meetings, I say, "What's up, Buddy Boy?" We have Dr. Danger, which is not actually a Christmas present. It is a delayed birthday present, and this is somewhat flimsy wrapping paper, and it tore right there as I was wrapping, but who cares? You know, we're not looking at that. Then we have our white elephant gift from me. And then, this one was a risk, but I went with it, to the cute couple across the street. Hopefully they're not really going to read that and they're just going to open it, because Katie and I are probably going to go over there and deliver this package to them. And they maybe will open it in front of us. I also wrote them a cute little note that gave our Instagram handles, my phone number, and a cute little note that was like, we're not parents yet, so hopefully this is the size you need. We don't know what diapers are. And I gave them a little can of wine that we got from Simple Switch.
Aw, I was kind of like, Katie and I kind of have done our own pitches in yearbook. Like, we pitched like our Crack the Whip, like we got up and pitched, and we pitched all of our yearbooks and stuff. The way they were selling it, I was like, that's kind of cute. Like, we've always kind of pitched together.
That is cute.
I'm sorry about Rosebuds. I spaced that paragraph I was reading. I thought I wouldn't get tripped at the very beginning, that paragraph, and you like started reading, and then I was like, and then.
Well, I paused for a second, and then I was like, if he doesn't read it, I'm just gonna go for it and hope for the best. But then you hopped in, no biggie.
You're great. You improvised, and I'm sorry that like
we were flawless. Like, we switched it up, but like I felt like we were totally flawless. So I'm not mad about yours at all. That one moment in Rosebuds was like, oh God. But it went away, and then the rest.
But even Rosebuds toward the end, I was like paraphrasing fast because I had set, I don't know if you did, but I set the timer next to us.
I should have. I realized that you had the timer up, and that's why I just started being like, okay, I'm just gonna go with what Joey's doing because he's got the timer up and I don't. I'm just gonna try to go with it and try to be as natural as I can.
When you got to pilot, like when you started reading the pilot in Rosebuds, we were at like 7 minutes and 30 seconds, and I was like, should we even read the episodes? Like, I was just stressed. And then we went over and I was like, she's not cutting us off. But I was like speeding, and I just felt so bad because I was like, she probably doesn't even know. And I'm like just rushing this.
No, I mean, I got the hint, but did we go over on Yurds too?
Yurds, we didn't. I think we might have I can't even remember. It was either like we went over by a little or we didn't go over. but it was because when we got to Yurds, like the episode ideas, you noticed
skipped.
Like, I just like skipped.
Me too.
I noticed the time was flying, and I was like, we are not even going to talk about Griff. We are not talking about these characters. We're just moving on.
I noticed. I was like, okay, and I just let you.
But like, all apologies aside, I was mostly panicked because I was like, because it's like we're just going, and I can't like whisper to you like, hey, I'm sorry, we're going, but like it was just kind of like, okay. That aside, oh wait, check my feedback. I thought we got really good feedback.
Oh, I wrote down a ton of notes. I feel.
Can we talk about the positives real quick though? Like,
everything I wrote down was positive. I almost wrote nothing negative.
But that one, I always forget people's names. He was like, I would watch this right
Mitch.
now.
Oh. Yeah. Mitch said the nicest stuff. I could have cried during Yurds. I was so affirmed. It's like everything I needed.
And Mitch is almost not. I'm almost like fear like criticism from him. It's always good, but I'm always like, oh God, what's he gonna say? It's probably gonna help us, but it's gonna be critical. But it was very much like, I love it.
I know. I genuinely am beaming. Like, obviously we have stuff to work on, but when our number one note was that we were too polished, that's the best note you could ever get.
100%.
Because like to me, if they were like, you're a little sloppy, I'd be beating myself up. You know, I'd be like, oh, we're such idiots. We didn't practice enough. But to be like, you practiced too much, that's the best feedback we ever could have gotten.
And on that note, we did practice too much because we just took a class about pitching just before this. So
really, like, our money was worth it for that last class.
Right. And now we just got to like stink it up a bit.
Now we get to be us.
Now we get
like, I just want to send them a compilation of my vlog, only the moments of us, and be like, here, watch this before you hear our pitch.
I mean, honestly, like, you have everything cut out of the Vlogmas. Maybe at the end of the Vlogmas, like, we piece something together, and me and you just watch it back to back and go, what
is funny about this? That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm not kidding. I wrote that down. I was like, at the end of Vlogmas, because I'm recording this right now, I wrote down, I'll even put this in. I wrote, at the end of Vlogmas, upload one whole video that's just Katie and Joey out of context. And like, first of all, that'll be funny because lots of people have been like, that's my favorite part of Vlogmas is watching you and Joey. So first of all, that's super nice. But second of all, that's something that'll be helpful for us to be like, oh, this is the thing we need to pepper into our pitch that is what I watch back and go, that's funny. And what other people are watching and being like, I don't even know what you're talking about, but I'm laughing out loud.
Right. Because that's what sells a show.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He's, like, we need to show that stuff. Like, our pilot feels great, but now we kind of have to tear it down a little bit and build it back up.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not like what we did before, where it was like an assembly and then we like, there was like creeping in the door. There was an affair going on. Like,
although, oh God. Hello. Wow, this is much different. My foot caught on it. I hated that.